Hey y'all, I'm Amy, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of the daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay, please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, so this is an Archangel Gabriel reading. Okay, you're a healer, an amazing and beautiful healer. Okay, you radiate this beautiful, regal, feminine energy. Okay, and I think somebody's trying to bully you. This could be something they're very aware of, maybe something you do some sort of detective work about. Okay, like you really do figure out everything. I feel like when it comes to your sacred plan, there is nothing that's off limits, and Spirit's always going to tell you everything that you need in order for you to go in the proper direction. Like any attacks, any issues, any problems, it'll always be exposed to you. I'm hearing like any gossip, any hate, any rumors, anything like that. It all gets ate up by that beautiful divine light that surrounds you. Because you need to be light and free so that you can soar. You're in preparation, so it doesn't matter like what people are doing at night, or if things seem very dark or whatever. Like, it's important that you just follow your intuition, like that you just keep your eyes on the prize and don't worry about it. Like anything that doesn't fit the sacred plan is going to be exposed and removed. Okay, excuse me. So what's the overall energy? Oh, I see child eternal. So you're definitely a beautiful child eternal. We got companion. I feel like your guides really look at you as this beautiful companion. You're loyal, you're tenacious, and you're not selfish about it. The shadow attributes talks about betrayal by misusing confidences and loss of personal identity. I feel like, and there's two people in this card, so I don't know, maybe somebody could be somebody about to get exposed around you. Like, this is like a very divine type of exposure. Okay, like something that literally needs to happen in order for you to move forward. I feel like you could be dealing with some sort of advocate, like somebody that's advocating against you. It says embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Like, I don't know how they're gonna get some sort of gain off of the downfall of you, but that's what they really want. So Archangel Gabriel saying like just to stay focused on the positive as much as you possibly can. And like I told you already, you're some kind of detective. Like, you really do put the pieces together. Even if you don't think that you do, you put them together, and you put them together real quick. And I feel like because your energy kind of levels out once you figure it out. What else? Okay, yes. So just say yes, say yes to the divine, and just know that your angels is like, yes, you're doing it. Okay, you're doing the thing. This vulnerability, this freedom, this beautiful healing energy. I said that regal feminine energy has got you in a constant state of surrender, really accepting of the fact that you are in this companionship with the divine. And it's causing a lot of spiritual growth in your life, so make sure you take the time to listen deeply, and that you're taking the time to sit in your power and to set the proper intentions, because there are so many beautiful different opportunities for change happening in your life, and it could all seem like it's happening at the same time, or it could seem like nothing at all is happening, but your angels are saying yes. Okay, yes to everything that you want, and we will get it to you when we can. Like, we'll get it to you when it is divine time for you to get it. Okay, it's not there no more. But this communication card, okay, because I looked over there. I just like, okay, so it says, wonder how that other person's feeling. Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling. Tell them you've just been drafted into the communication army, where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach in understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. It says bonus card, okay, and this facts, that is a bonus card. Like, I feel like your communication with the divine is very strong at this time. So make sure that you are asking them things and that you are expressing yourself to them, okay? Like, they really are friends. Like, seriously, they really like respond well to you, just like speaking out, even if you're just doing it in your mind. But it just really clears things up to the place where, like, you might feel like you make assumptions and you really you really don't, okay? We got luck. I feel like you have caught this beautiful abundance from God, and it's looking real good on you. And you need to just really trust yourself. Look at this communication. So communication, that's what I'm hearing. Try to communicate things as clearly as possible. Because I feel like, I don't know, people might be looking at you like you're just only concerned about your self-interest. We got the warning, or maybe someone outside of you, this other person, okay, that's betraying and misusing your confidences in some sort of way, trying to cause this mischief just because you're an anomaly. They might spend a lot of time under the influence, and they might be stuck in certain memories that happened between you two, but they're getting some sort of wrath because they're resisting letting it go. And it's like, this is very important for their survival. But they keep playing, trying to displace you, trying to establish some sort of dominance on you, and you're already free. So if they can't dominate you, then they're just going to distract you. But you spend too much time in your sacred space, and this is causing them a lot of grief because they're holding on to the grief and you have already released it. So maintain your balance and communicate with spirit very clearly right now, because they're sending in, every single warning, every single time anybody takes a risk, any single time there's a lucky opportunity coming, okay? Luck, risk, illusion. Anytime anyone's trying to cause an illusion, anybody that won a battle, is all being exposed so that you can maintain your direction through any and all upheaval. You have a special spiritual insight. So just know, like, you could be the kind of person that's like, what's happening over here? Just like I just turned around and looked at the communication card, okay? You do this, okay? You just move when spirit tells you to move, even if you don't know that you're doing it. So really follow your little curious nudges and things like that. These little things that you be like that's weird, it is weird. Okay, you just don't really know why in that moment yet. And Archangel Gabriel saying, like, really trust these things within yourself, these little nudges and things like that. They've been saying that quite a bit too. It says, when I lived in my third floor apartment, one of my neighborhood crows would often come calling on my balcony in the morning. This was before we adopted our pup, Layla, who took up chasing the crows away. There was one crow in particular that stood out that my daughter and I eventually named Brave One, okay? Because he or she would go right up to our sliding glass door and rap-a-tap-tap impatiently with its beak. This delightfully persistent bird was looking for a handout. Communication brings the message to speak up, state what you want. You may think those around you know your needs and desires, but that may not be the case. Now is the time to articulate your wishes. Communication asks that you get clear on what you want so that there will be no misunderstanding or confusion later. Although communication may point to a situation on an earthly level, it may also indicate that you need to be clearer with what you want when communicating with your spirit guides or higher self. Are you being too vague? Are you asking for what you want exactly? So just make sure that you really lean on your companions, to like really help you and bring in whatever help you need. Like, call on them for this insight, and like, just be very specific, okay? Like, they really had to teach me how to get very specific, how to like really properly exercise the power and the intentions that I actually hold, you know. So the notes say, I had a vision. I do. That was like, you know, that's time where you're like falling asleep and you'll have like a whole vision of something, and then you just open your eyes back up, you know, like, oh shit, you know, and I asked, like, what was that, you know? So I had a vision of pizza bread being sauced, like, you know, in an outward spiral, you know, and, um, you know, I opened my eyes and I was like, pizza bread, and I heard same bread, different sauce. Okay, so when I looked into bread, when I was taking these notes last night, bread represents abundance and prosperity, and also, you know, it takes a combo of all the elements to make bread. Okay, it takes grain, water, air, and fire. You know, so just like it takes those many elements to make bread, it makes those many it takes that many elements to make you as well, or to keep you running properly, to keep you in an energy of abundance and prosperity. And they're saying, I mean, well, he's saying, like, you really have to pay attention to these different elements in your life and make sure that they remain in check, constantly checking in with your water or your emotional body, you know, maintaining that mental health. Okay, right here at the bottom of the deck, mental health is important, you know, paying much attention to your to your passion. That's fire and passion together, I guess. Paying much attention to the things that you're passionate about and making sure you're feeding your fire in the proper way and with the grain or the earth energy, constantly staying grounded, and all of these things working together makes magic for you, you know, and keeping that line of communication open with the divine. I seen 1141. Okay, so it says, the mastery of each of the elements leads to abundance and prosperity. Bread can also represent peace and hope, sharing, and life and death. You know, it also is a symbol of the supreme gift from God to humankind, eternal life. Didn't I say you're the child eternal? Okay, eternal life, the body of Christ. Okay, and sauce. You know, when I looked it up, it just gave me sauce in slang. So they're like, you already know what it means. You know, it's like we're all receiving the same abundance and prosperity, but it's all about the way that we like master the elements within ourselves, and we can do that with whatever kind of swag or sauce that we want to put on it, you know. The example was, she has the sauce. Okay, you got the sauce, you got the juice. You have a special swag, a special energetic signature that you put on everything. So I mean, like, no gift is greater than another. It's pretty much the point, you know. Like, it could be me. This is why, you know, I always say there's no competition, because I could do this and someone else could do this exactly the same way that I do it, but they could never do it how I do it, because it's my own energetic signature, my own sauce, my own juice that I put into that shit, and they could never hold that. So you have to think about yourself and your journey and the special touches that you bring when you're sharing your gifts of peace and hope with the world, you know. He's saying, like, you know, that's why there's enough abundance and prosperity for everyone. It says, God helps those who helps themselves, you know. So I think you're doing a great job of helping yourself, and there's a lot of help coming into you right now, and you're just like really surrounded by a lot of angelic energy. You know, it's like this crow that communicates so clearly with the divine is glowing, because this crow mirrors the divine through communication. So just make sure that you say yes to spirit, and that you're not like fighting against them too much. And just know your abundance, your prosperity, it's not going anywhere, and it needs your special sauce. And, pizza, he's saying, is a very individual thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a specific way that they like their pizza, or if they're making pizza, a special specific way that they like to prepare their pizza. For some people, the bread is literally different. Okay. I'm sorry, I just like this. I like this example, but for some people, the bread is literally different. Some people, they prefer not to eat meat and they just want cheese and mushrooms and vegetables on their pizza. And some people, it's piled up with all of this meat because they're meat lovers. It is whatever is for you. You build the pizza the way that you see the pizza being for you. And then what happens? There's at least 2 or 3 other people in the room who are like, "Ooh, that looks good. I want to try your specific kind of pizza. I never had this kind, Can I have a piece, And you are, being a beautiful, happy being who is not selfish is going to be like, "Sure, here you go. I'm always happy to share, my pizza, my bread, my specific brand of sauce, because I know it's good." I know you guys gonna love this, and you give it to them just how it is that you made it, and they either like it or they don't. But it doesn't ruin the whole pizza. It don't ruin the pizza for you, okay? This is how he's putting it. So it says, if I'm heading in the wrong direction, God, please stop me, It's like, if at any time you are going in the wrong direction, God's going to stop you. There's going to be a very obvious sign. I feel like your faith is very strong and you're walking into a lot of beautiful blessings, at this time, but there could be certain things in the past that maybe you need to release, that you need to let go of. I feel like sometimes we can definitely open up that line of communication and tell spirit what we need and tell spirit where we want to go, but we still hold on to that thing from the past a little bit, But he's saying, like, you're getting to this place where you're not scared to start over. Like, now you're in this place where you're ready to embrace your new beginning, but it's going to require a lot of communication on your end, and also a lot of surrender, a lot of you saying yes to your true companions in spirit. We got healing childhood trauma, and you are powerful. So you've done so much beautiful healing to yourself. Like, I heard unrecognizable, you're so unrecognizable. Like, I feel like if you ever run into people on the street or whatever, like, they do not recognize you. Like, even if, you were just talking to them like a few months ago, when they look at you, they see a complete difference. So, like, don't let people convince you that your change doesn't look good or that it's being unnoticed, It looks great on you, and only good things are about to show up because of it. So don't be afraid to try that new idea. Know that you are limitless, and you could be getting married. Somebody could be getting married. Okay, it says, believe you are deserving of good experience, and know, okay, that the higher power has a plan. Look, my intention is that all God's wishes for me come true, God really does have a higher plan for you. And if you keep the lines of communication open and strong, if you are sure to put that beautiful sauce on those prayers that you're sending up to the divine, then it will always get a beautiful, authentic answer that you can really work with. Because you're the star, okay? You're the star. You have this connection and you're meant for some sort of success, even if the success just looks like regular plain old happiness with the people that you love, What's if I'm heading in the wrong direction, please stop me. We got the 10 of Swords, okay? So, I don't know. You could even be worried about, like, the possibility that somebody might be, able to attack you. But it's like, those people are being stopped the minute they decide to head in the direction that is attacking you. And God is not going to let you go in a direction that's going to lead to you getting stabbed in the back again. I feel like that time is really over for you. What's faith? And it's like, you really need to have a strong amount of faith in that with the 9 of Wands, I know that when you're in those situations and it's like you're leaning completely on your faith and it's hard, you need to pay for this, you need to buy that, you need to do this, you need to accomplish that, and all you got is this, God's saying, know that you have enough. You might be tired, you might be battle weary, you might even be undecided about what the next steps are, but as long as you use your mouth and communicate, use your heart and communicate with God, you will always make a way out of no way, is what I heard. Okay, what's walking into beautiful blessings? The Eight of Swords, okay? So it's like you could be looking at your situation as if like you're going through some sort of hard time or something, but I feel like you're really being prepared for this different level of recognition. Like it could be a very public thing, but also it could just be something that's very private, something that happens with the people that you know. But this new energy that you're in is like the whole reason why that past cycle closed in the first place. What's not scared to start over? Okay, give me another one for let the past go. The Six of Wands, okay? I mean the Six of Swords, but the Six of Wands is already here. So the Six of Swords, you're going into this calm water. Like you're there, you're already in it. You just have to like release certain things and feel like say yes more to God handling things, because that could get very hard, when we're in this 3D world, and it's just like, I'll do it myself, They're showing me the dude from a Scary Movie, when he was in a wheelchair and he was just like so in his ego because he didn't heal from the trauma that came from his accident. So everything that they tried to help him with, it was like, I'll do it myself, What's not scared to start over? But you have done this healing, you have come in from the cold. But you have to be in this place where it's like, I'm not scared to go back in the cold again if I have to. And know that while you was out in the cold, remember you learned how to build shelter, you learned how to build fires, you learned how to feed yourself, you learned all the skills that you needed to survive in the cold. So the cold is nothing. Now you know how to make big ass winter coats and how to protect your shoes from getting wet. Like you are just piling skills on top of all of the skills that you already learned out in the wilderness or in the dark or in the cold, What's healing childhood trauma? The King of Wands, okay? And all this healing that you have done has got you looking like this beautiful, powerful leader. This transformative spiritual being, okay, who receives all of this great communication from the divine. Like you receive so much divine communication, like it's fucking unbelievable. It's undeniable also, So like with that, he's saying, and so don't worry about the opinions of people that are outside of you. And I heard like distorted view, like some of them have a distorted view of you anyway. Like some of them are just determined not to like or support you. And you have to be okay with that and just, relish, cherish the communication that comes from the divine. Like they are your support system at this time. And like that has to be enough. It has to be enough for a long time before you have people from the outside come and really validate, you are powerful. The Ace of Pentacles. Like you already hold the power. God has already put it within you. You have already received a lot of your abundance and prosperity. But it's all up to you to decide what kind of sauce are you going to put on the bread. That's like, and I mean, if you ask me, when it comes to building a pizza, the sauce is very important. If the sauce is nasty or if the sauce ain't authentic, you know what I'm saying? If the sauce tastes all cheap and generic because it's just a copy of another company's recipe, then people are not going to be like, they gonna go next door where they got that good homemade sauce with the secret recipe. because I copied my sauce from somebody else and it just don't taste the same. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you're putting your as much of your own self, as much as your own authenticity into that shit as you need to put. And if people are not okay with it, then you ain't got the sauce for them. Temperance, okay? And staying tempered all while you do it. Like when you're in your earth angel energies, is what he's saying. It's the angel part of you that has no problem with detachment. It's the angel part of you that's always happy to walk away. The angel part of you that knows you're meant for this forward movement and meant to always maintain that yin yang balance. It is the angelic part of you that establishes the feminine energy, okay, with the Queen of Cups and the Empress energy and the Six of Cups, and cuts off things and puts it in the past. Like he's saying, the angelic part of you, ooh, these cards, okay, the angelic part of you is the part of you that pushes you to put in all of this work before you even understand what you put in work into. And before you know it, your wish fulfillment comes in. Over and over again, it comes in. So just have that trust, and know that you'll see your abundance much more clearly in the next coming days. Some of y'all could be going through like emotional towers, and that could be why he's asking you to communicate, so that you don't have that like stuck on your mind. You could be going through like a really good tower at this time, okay? Like you might become a millionaire after this tower, like you just never know. You just got to go with the flow. Because God's not going to come and just sit down and be like, okay, look, this is my plan, and like, he's not going to come and like give you this whole explanation ahead of time. Sometimes he's just going to throw you out there. You got it, baby. I know you got it. I'm watching. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? It's like going on a secret mission, he's saying, and then getting debriefed after the mission. If I'm heading in the wrong direction, please stop me. We got a challenging situation, okay? If I'm wrong, if I'm heading in the wrong direction, God, please stop me on the Ten of Swords, So we got a challenging situation, a mountain to climb. And that's what I was saying. Like whoever this person is that's misusing your confidence is, they're trying to create some sort of like challenging situation. And if they can't, trying to, like project this energy toward you like you're going through some sort of situation, but you're not, you're good. But if you go with the situation and allow it to drive you crazy, you'll lose sight of how good you are. And then it has an effect on you. Just keep the vision clear, and stay focused on what's important, because that's really not important. And sometimes, you can be a little paranoid and think somebody's trying to create some sort of mountain for you because that's what they've been known to do in the past. But I say follow your intuition and your discernment on that. Because my guys is real strong about, they still doing it. Spirit be like, nope, it's still them. Just leave them alone. What's faith in the Nine of Wands? We got Virgo with integrity, reverence, and service, Like at the end of the day, like I said, when I put that Ten of Swords there, they can't get you. Okay, so focus on this angelic work that you're meant to do and go into hermit mode whenever you need to. And like just keep allowing your heart to expand and expand more, because you're doing very well. Yeah, we got surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. We're walking into beautiful blessings and the Eight of Swords. We got House 5 and we got Sagittarius, okay? So it says optimism, exploration, and freedom, and Sagittarius is that hunter type of energy. Like, don't be afraid to be optimistic about the things that you're going after, and to like explore different ways on how to accomplish those things, and just know you're free to do whatever you want and to be passionate and even dare to have fun with it, Like if you don't have confidence in your creative, projects or whatever, then nobody else will either. So that makes you kind of unstoppable, when you get to that place, because you just get so persistent. And Archangel Gabriel's like, I'm over here, blowing the trumpet all over these people. Like, they're getting judgment left and right, even if they're too naive to see that about themselves. What's let the past go? The Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. Union, a merging and a coming together. It says intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. So trust in this beautiful union that you have with the divine, and trust your intuition, and just be a little bit more patient, because the spirituality journey is not, just black and white. You can read and hear all kinds of different people's opinions and read in books and have all of this experience and still be like, I don't know how to do this shit. Because you figure it out when you're ready, when the time is right. This is when you take the next steps. And all of the stuff that you was learning along the way, and be like, oh, I get this now, and you be more well versed on things than you think you was, because you were really receiving that clear communication from spirit the entire time. But it just wasn't time for you to use the information that you took in. But spirit will make that shit come right back up out of you. So there's an energy there of like you just learning as much as you can. Just get very educated, which we say all the time. Was not scared to start over in the Five of Pentacles. A combination of tension and flow, potential and a rewarding success. My bad, potential in a rewarding situation, So it's like you stepped out of the cold, out of this place where you were constantly running into tension, and now you're stepping more into the flow. But it's like, it could be, teetering, tottering back a little bit, but it's up to you to like balance that out, is what he's saying. But just know that when you stepped in from the cold and decided to go with God and see things more clearly, that you stepped into a rewarding situation. There's no more losing. What's healing? Childhood trauma and the King of Wands. Think, learn, network, and communicate. So they're so serious about this communication. But that's communication 3 times, okay? So make sure that you really do tap into that. Pay attention to how spirit communicates with you, because it's different for everybody, okay? It's going to be something that hits a soft spot for you. If you have a medical background, they're going to use medical examples and, medical puns or whatever. If you got a real dry, sarcastic type of personality, spirit's going to be dry and sarcastic with you. They want you to enjoy it. They want you to have fun with it, and they want you to understand it. If you was a trapper, they might even use, trap language. They use whatever it is, whatever tools you hold within your medium toolbox, or within yourself, or within your brain. And it's none of the information that you've taken in your entire life is off limits to spirit. And they pull up things that you thought you forgot about. What's your powerful in the Ace of Pentacles? The House 7, okay, with profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnership, This relationship that you in has you so powerful. And that's really the real bag. It's just up to you how you apply the sauce. You know what I mean? How you present your pizza to the world. Then we got Aquarius energy, because you're the star, okay? That's what I already said. It says originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. You progress the way you see yourself progressing. And sometimes you progress even better than that, even faster than that. Just keep the faith. That's the important part. What's the final thought on this? Beautiful Archangel Gabriel. We got power up, and we got what's cooking. I'm hearing what's new, pussycat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got the friendly skies, okay, looking over you, okay. Your guys might be too cool for school, the way this intuition, the moon is rocking the sunglasses, but I said the way this intuition though, okay. So you too cool for school because of the way that intuition be working. So Power Up says, tune up time. You are going in for an overhaul. Popping Light bulbs, computer snafus, and a foggy brain are all signs that you are in the middle of a power up. That's when divine does a rewiring job. The more spiritual development work you do, the more you raise your body's vibration. Sometimes your body, brain, and soul need to be synced up so that everything. So sometimes your body, brain, and soul need to be synced up. So everything seems to shut down for an overhaul. See, lights out. The process allows us to better mesh with Earth's energies. Tune in to find out what your body needs right now. Perhaps some time on the grass. I release and I receive. Maybe it is time for a soak in the tub with some sea salt or essential oils. Maybe it's time to take a break from the hectic routine and let divine renew you. This heavenly fine tuning won't last forever. Just like with the state of the art race car, you have to go off the track for a tune up, okay? New tires, fully charged batteries, and a full tank of gas are in order. You can't race while you're in the pit, but once you're ready for the road, there'll be no catching you. Vroom, vroom, power up, okay? And then we got what's cooking. It says, your creativity muse is asking you to cut loose. Now is the time to cook up something delicious from your imagination. Let's get those creative juices flowing. What's cooking? Acrylic painting, sewing, knitting, scrapbooking, writing, finger paints, or pottery? Are you considering making a delicious gourmet dish? Mm. Whatever project is calling your name, sorry, it is time to get going on it, okay? It doesn't need to be a big deal. Make it simple to get it started. Just do it. Carving out time to make your art is a soul saving endeavor. The great creator made you. Now it's time to reclaim your heritage and make something else. Okay. It says, need help with those creative juices? Listen to your muses. Protecting and nurturing your inner artist is a powerful act of self love. Plus, it's fun, okay? It says, there is no pressure here from your guides to be perfect or to perform. This mandate from above is code named Project Fun. Keep it simple. If time is pressing, paint with the kids, write for a short while at the coffee shop, or sculpt some Play-Doh, okay? It says every day in the kitchen, you already whip up a meal and serve it to others. This is just another version of stirring up the creative pot and dishing out some delicious energy. So what's cooking? And that's perfect because pizza is cooking, baby. So with that, I'm done. Okay, I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. Okay, that you got something that you needed out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.